That's Not Me is a 2017 Australian comedy starring Alice Fulcher as twins Polly and Amy. Both Polly and Amy are aspiring actresses, and when Polly turns down a role as an albino on the TV soap opera Summer Street, which is a cross between Neighbours and Home and Away, Amy gets the role and suddenly her star is on the rise. She's rumoured to be dating Jared Leto, she's the current it girl, and everybody wants to audition her. The film also features Isabel Lucas, Richard Davies from Offspring, as well as a cameo from Andrew O'Keefe. At one point during the film, she decides to fly to LA for pilot season and stay with her friend Zoe, played by Isabel Lucas. In contrast to what Polly has been doing, Zoe is actually looking for jobs. She's out there trying to get work, she's trying to get discovered, she's playing the game. My main problem with this film is that Polly never seems like she deserves success. We never see her act, we never see her hustle for any jobs. She's half-arsing everything. So why do we care if she makes it or not? The answer is we don't. When she's in LA, she's asked, do you even enjoy acting? And she's forced to rethink whether or not she does. But the reality is, as her friend says, she's never really seen her in anything. She's done 2 short films and a play, which was a one-woman show. Polly really likes the idea of being famous and being a famous actress more than she likes acting itself. Now, because it's an independent film, it takes the cheapest way possible of showing the twins, which is to not have them share any scenes until the very end of the film. I think a better way of crafting this story might have been to show both twins running parallel stories. It would have been good to see Amy doing photo shoots and getting the breaks and hustling on her own. Also missing from the end of this film, there should be a scene where Polly asks Amy, why acting? And then Amy should have a great monologue and a great answer as to why she wants to be an actress, in contrast to the fact that Polly didn't know. This should seal to the audience that Amy is the one that's destined to do this, whereas Polly is still unsure. And the rumour about her dating Jared Leto, if this was the Hollywood version of this independent film, he would have materialised. He would have been at that dinner at the end, or he would have appeared just to pick her up in a very quick scene. So maybe they should have set a more realistic goal. If she was dating Jimmy Davies from Offspring or Andrew O'Keefe, it would have been funnier if he'd actually turned up at the end, and the audience would have really appreciated that. Polly is very single-minded in her goal of wanting to become a famous actress, and it might have been better if she'd realised a different passion during the film, like teaching or photography. There's no big role or decision to quit acting, there's nothing definitive. All we're left with is a bit of a keep at it kind of attitude at the end of the film, which means all the change and growth of these characters is fairly subtle and not hugely memorable. Also, it's not clear why the 2 sisters have had a falling out. Why did they both choose acting in the first place? Did one of them choose it before the other? We have the characters of her parents, and they don't share a big story about a school play or anything in the past that could have provided very helpful backstory. And we could have seen this depth if we'd seen both stories running parallel. Impressively, for this independent film, they did actually go to LA and shoot some scenes there. I'm guessing they didn't have permits, but that's not a big deal to me. The film also has a lot of blowjob jokes, uses the C word, and generally includes a lot of kind of adult material, whereas this could have been for everybody. Just to cut a few of those jokes that were amusing, but they kind of ruin it for a younger audience. The film was only okay though, which makes it a bit forgettable. There were not too many memorable scenes. I will point out that Alice Fulcher does a good job as Polly and Amy, and I hope she does another film on the back of this. This feels like it's a good calling card for her acting performance.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Check out our podcast at www.podmeifyoucan.com.